Hey y'all, I'm KJ. I'm back with another little video or whatever. We're gonna be talking about this little Ariel situation because y'all, people are really mad. Y'all are mad. It's like I have my Little Mermaid crown on. I made this hecka long ago and I didn't ever get a chance to wear it, so I'm wearing it today. So it's heavy. It's made out of real seashells. So I got some notes and stuff, but we finna talk about this because y'all, okay, first of all, I'm going to insert some tweets because people are really in an uproar. They mad because Halle Bailey has been cast as the Little Mermaid. First of all, y'all, I have followed her and her sisters singing since their early YouTube days, and that girl's vocals are amazing. Period. She's a good actress. She's credible. You know, she plays on Grown and she's been in some Disney shows. They were Grammy nominated, y'all. Like, come on, like obviously the girl's voice is banging. Why y'all mad? What you mad for? So my issue isn't even the people that saying they don't care that she's black. It's the ones that saying, oh, it's not that she's black. It's because Ariel has red hair. Girl, I don't care you being honest and you just saying I'm not for a black Ariel. Like, that's one thing. And you real, that's just what you're not for. Some people just don't like change. Some people racist. And, you know, some people just feel like Ariel's supposed to be red hair with blue eyes and pale skin, and that's just who she is. But the ones that's just going, I'm just mad she doesn't have red hair. First of all, y'all, anybody can have red hair. There are black people with natural red hair. Mind blown, right? I know. How, oh my gosh, how does that happen? It happens. Also, first of all, you have CGI, so it's nothing to turn her hair red. Secondly, you have dyes and wigs, which I believe she's already dyed her hair red at this point. But you have dyes and you have wigs. My hair has been blue, purple, pink, red, green, all types of. My hair's been a lot of colors, y'all. And you know why? Because I wear wigs, I wear weave it, and I dye because I don't dye my real hair. But the point is, all the colors people be having in hair nowadays, the issue cannot be that her hair not red. So what we're gonna jump into is all the drama. Like I said, I'm gonna show y'all some tweets that have been going out about this. People are like really in an uproar. So what my notes are that I have are like just references to other Disney princesses, because the first thing everybody want to say, what if Tiana was played by a white woman? What if Pocahontas was played by a white woman? Y'all would be mad. I'm gonna let all y'all know why that cannot happen, why that is an issue, honey. And this is just what it is, okay? You just gotta take it with a grain of salt. If you don't like it, take it with a spoon of sugar if you love it like me. Period. So the reason why Tiana, Moana, Pocahontas, Mulan, and Jasmine, but we're going to touch on her a little kind of separately, should not be played by actresses of other ethnicities, are because they are all culturally rich characters. So I'm going to give you a little rundown of each character. That's what my notes are. But before I do that, I'm going to explain to you why Ariel being black does not matter. Okay, yes, I know. It was written by a Danish author, but you guys, it was not set in the Danish area. Little Mermaid is set in the Caribbean. So there goes your Danish thing out the window. Also, if she was Danish, Little Mermaid's hair most likely would have been like a light brown or blonde, not red. I just want to say, y'all, the red-haired, blue-eyed, pale-skinned Ariel, you know, was Disney's imagery or, you know, interpretation of what Little Mermaid should look like. It's not the actual story version of what Little Mermaid would look like, because it didn't give an example of what she would actually look like. Yeah. So now Disney is out there and they imagining Little Mermaid as a black girl. Ain't no difference. It's still just Disney imagery. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to read the actual description of Ariel from the actual hands of Christian Andersen, Little Mermaid. It goes, her skin was as soft and tender as a rose. Her eyes were as blue as the deep sea. But like all the others, she had no feet. Her body ended in a fishtail. Nowhere does it say her skin was pale. Nowhere does it say her hair was red. The reason Ariel can be changed into a different color or race or whatever you want to say is because there's nothing culturally rich about her story. There's nothing about her culture or her background that is shown in the story that's going to change the story. I also want to say this. The chances of Ariel having blue eyes and red hair are, like in real life, even though I know mermaids don't exist and all that, is slim to none because red hair and blue eyes are both a recessive trait. That would mean both of her parents would have to carry the trait of red hair and blue eyes in order for her to have that. The trait of having red hair is 1 to 2% in the world. The trait of having blue eyes is 17% in the world. So you guys, the chances of that actually happening are like boom, which is honestly probably part of her beauty. It's rare. So now I'm going to explain to you why Tiana, Moana, and all those other ethnic princesses that y'all just seem to like to attack, since Ariel has been made into a black princess, cannot be white. Jasmine should not, her ethnic background should not be changed because of the location, the whole location and the setting of the story of Aladdin. And is that simple. I don't agree with the casting they did have for her in the new Aladdin movie because I don't think it was culturally correct and it didn't fit her race. The actress was an Indian / British actress, and she honestly worked just because she was passing with the look that was needed to play Jasmine. Had it been a black girl, it would have been an uproar. Had it been a blonde hair, blue-eyed white girl, it would have been an uproar. This girl was passing, and that's the only reason it worked. I'm gonna move right along. Let's do Mulan. Mulan was a girl who enlisted in the Chinese army in place of her father. White girl can't enlist in the Chinese army, y'all. Y'all, it's the Chinese army. Ain't no changing that. Let's do Moana. Because Moana got some little sketchy stuff going on too. Moana was based on the Polynesian culture. However, the issue with a lot of people aren't seeing is when they did this, they didn't pick a certain area of Polynesian culture. They took and picked different things. So you have things from the Fijian, the Tahitian, the Samoan, and all of that. And what they did basically was create some type of Polynesian fairyland and that was Moana's homeland. But it was all things that were culturally rich from the Polynesian culture, and that's why you can't change that to a white girl because she does not have that Polynesian culture background. Okay, guys. So next, Pocahontas. Why can't we change Pocahontas to a white woman? Well, first of all, this is the simplest part here. Pocahontas was not a fictional person. Pocahontas was a real person. Although, here go Disney, still doing stuff, still changing stuff. So, Pocahontas, first of all, off top, real person. So, ain't no changing that. But, Pocahontas was also very in touch with spirit animals and the nature and actual animals and the spirits of her ancestors. And that's hand in hand with her Native American culture. John Smith and his crew came and they took the Native Americans' land from them. And you guys, if it was already white people dwelling on that area, most likely they would have just coexisted because they were the same. They wouldn't have felt no threat. They would have felt no reason to fight. Most likely. So that's why the story of Pocahontas cannot be changed. Also, you guys, Disney did change the actual life story of Pocahontas, which her actual life story was a lot darker. She did not marry John Smith and live happily ever after. She was married to a man named John Rolfe, who was several years older than her. She was a young teenager, and she caught pneumonia and died at an early age. Or I believe she caught pneumonia. I think that's how she died. She was like in her 20s when she died. So yeah, actual story of Pocahontas. There you go. So now Tiana. I want to explain to you something Disney does before I get to Tiana. Disney often tells a really deep story covered in a lot of fluff. And Tiana's story was just that. The first thing I want to talk about with Tiana is, let's just talk about the fact that this is our first Black Disney princess, our only Black Disney princess, and she doesn't get to live in a magical land. She doesn't get to have superpowers, and she was only a Black woman for probably 10 to 15 minutes of the whole movie. She was a frog most of the movie, you guys. We get a Black princess, and she was a frog majority of the movie. But we took it. We was good with it. We was happy with it. And we're still happy with it. But it could be better. I am going to touch on it. Not only that, when they moved to the Wreck-It Ralph, they tried to completely whitewash her. They made her skin lighter. They made her hair looser. And they made her nose more narrow. So, instead of around the cute little button nose, some kinky curly hair, some chocolate skin, they changed all that. Back to Tiana, why her story cannot be changed, why it's culturally sound and culturally rich. The story of Tiana is the story of a Black woman finding love while finding herself, while also pursuing her dreams, despite systematic racism. It does not seem that deep when you watch it, but it is. More than likely, the reason that Tiana was not well off is because of her skin color and the time that it was set in. It even kind of shows in the story. She had her friend Charlotte, who was very well off, lived in a big house, lots of money, kind of helped her get a restaurant. Charlotte was a white girl. So she was not a victim of systematic racism as Tiana was. Also, Tiana is also based off of a real person, a Black woman named Leah Chase. That's why Tiana can't be a white girl. Now, Ariel was not based off of a white woman, but they did pull inspiration from Alyssa Milano for her. For her drawing, but she was not based off of a white woman. Like, her story was not that of a white woman or anything like that. It was just imagination, and you can imagine people any way you want to imagine them. Also, you guys, I just want to say this: as a Black girl, how many times have you had to wonder, why doesn't the princess look like me? Why don't I have a princess that look like me? Can I even be a princess if they're all white? Now, as a white woman, how many times have you wondered, why doesn't the princess skin look like mine? Why isn't there a princess that favors me? Why are there no white princesses? You never had to wonder that. You never had to imagine that. You never had to imagine yourself in the position of a princess because you always had representation of a princess that was your color. It's okay. So, what I'm saying is this. If you just don't like change, that's fine. But if you are upset and in an uproar because Little Mermaid is going to be Black, because of her no reason but her skin, then yes, you are a racist. You're racist. That's just what it is. If it's not her skin, if you just don't like change, that's fine. If you're saying it's her hair and we said, well, she's going to have red hair, and you're like, okay, well, I'm okay with that then, that's fine. But if you're mad for no reason other than her skin, I don't care how many times you say you're not a racist. Something in you is racist. So that's just that. And yeah, I'm excited. I don't know how y'all can be mad at this. I made a little edit. I'm gonna put it somewhere in the video. I don't know, over here or over there somewhere, so y'all can see how pretty she would be as Little Mermaid. She's just bomb. Yes, Queen Shine. Okay, don't let the negative comment. I hope she don't let the negative comments get to her and back out, because I'm here for this. I want to see this. I am excited to see this. And let me tell you guys, had it been a white girl casted as Little Mermaid, I still would have went, because I love the Little Mermaid. Had it been Zendaya, who I was really hoping for and rooting for, I still would have went, because I love the Little Mermaid. It would not have changed. Now, if they say at this point, unless Halle bows out on her own, that they're recasting because of all the backlash, I won't go. And it's not because they're changing the skin. It's because I feel as though that's Disney telling black people, okay, well, your opinion doesn't matter. Our white viewers are upset. And I mean, every representation you have Cinderella, which, by the way, Brandy did a bomb job playing her. When they let the black girl play Cinderella, she did that, and in my opinion, it's the best version of Cinderella I ever seen. But no, as a white girl, you have Belle, you have Cinderella, you have Aurora, you have Snow White, you have Megara, you have Merida. Now, Merida is a white princess that her story cannot be changed, because her heritage and who she is and her culture is very key to her storyline. That's why. That's who y'all. If they try to change that to a black girl, that's who y'all fight for. Merida can't be changed. Merida cannot be changed. Y'all have Elsa. Y'all have Anna. Like, girl, it's okay. They didn't change the people. They changed the fish. They gave black people the fish. Alright, you guys, I'm KJ. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop another video. And I'm out.